Okay, so to get started, I pre-cut the burlap so that it fits perfectly around the mason jars. And then I just went ahead and started on my first look. For this look, I got one large leaf and started gluing the leaf onto the mason jar, and I used a paintbrush just because it was really hot and I kept burning my hand. So if you want, you can, just be a soldier and just do it with your hand, but it was really, really hot. So I just went ahead and used a paintbrush and just brushed on the glue underneath the leaf. And then you just want to make sure you get all of the little edges at the end so that it stays permanently there and you won't have any loose edges or any type of creases. And then I just got some brown yarn, I'm going to call it. I don't really know what it's called. And I tied it around the very top of the rim just to give it a cute little rustic look, and it was just the style I was going for. I double knotted it. I was going to do a bow, but I wasn't really feeling the bow, as you can see there. So I just double knotted it, wrapped it around twice, double knotted them, made the knot pretty cute, and then cut the knot. And there you have it, my finished look. On to the second one. I already had this one done, but you just go ahead and get Mod Podge, and you're going to want to get the Mod Podge and make sure to put a thin layer over it, all over the mason jar before the leaves, and then you apply the leaves, and then you want to put Mod Podge all over after the leaves so that you get it stayed there. I'm having some technical difficulties, but I had already half did this one, so I was trying to go ahead and put big leaves and little leaves all over this Mod Podge. I'm sorry, all over this mason jar, so that I can get a different kind of look, so just small leaves and little leaves all over it. And I'm sorry you can't really see it in the picture, but you can see the end results. Here I am just trying to make sure to smooth out all the Mod Podge all over the mason jar and make sure I get a full coverage of leaves all over. And then I have my finished touch, and I want to go ahead and make sure to get the string, and I'm going to actually do a bow on this one. So you just go ahead, and I wrapped it a few times. You can get it, you can wrap as many times as you want to get the thickness. I was trying to make sure that it was seen so you can see that there's rope at the top, but also kind of subtle. So I went ahead and just wrapped it around about 3 or 4 times, and then I just went ahead and did a bow. And ta-da, that is the cute finished look of my leaf covered mason jar. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and grab the burlap and wrap it around the mason jar. And this one, I'm just going to show you how I hot glued the mason jar and then just placed it where I wanted it to be, again using my paintbrush. And then I went ahead and hot glued the other side. And for this look, I wanted to get a whole bunch of small little leaves and place them all over the mason jar, and I just went ahead and hot glued them and just placed them sporadically all over the mason jar. And for this last look, it kind of looks like the first mason jar I did. So I went ahead and just wrapped around the twine at the top, or the rope, whatever you call it. And instead of tying it this time, I wanted to glue it so it just looked like a finished touch, all evened out. So I went ahead and hot glued the very end of it. And then I glued a small leaf on top of the big leaf, right in the center of it, so it has kind of like a 3D effect, more like looks like it, and it's just a different little theme I was going for. And I got more of the yarn rope-ish thing and made a knot right in the front, and I made a cute knot. I tied it about 2 or 3 times and just try to make it look like a fashionable knot. And then that was my completed look. And there you have them, my finished fall themed mason jars. You could put a tea light in them and let it glow, or just have them around for decoration. Please let me know in the comments down below which mason jar was your favorite, and let me know if you recreated it, because I would totally love to see it.